Hey guys, welcome to the show. We're kicking off the Best Bet show with the four rollers. We've got Martin Green, we've got Stuart from Tips HQ, Alex from Need for Tips, and of course myself here in a cool new layout. This is apparently one of the things they were sorting out yesterday. They're worried it may look a bit like a Brady Bunch, but I think it looks kind of cool. What do you think, guys?
I'm okay with it.
The Brady,
I have to say, I'm like, we can all do this. And there we
Like
go, Brady Bunch proper style, but you know.
I know, it looks pretty cool. But the really cool thing is that we can get four people on. There was three of us, so I'm really pleased we're back. And the M in team, Martin, is back here. So the four of us. So that's really cool. And what a week we've got. I'm just looking at the weekly tips sheet as well. We have got a ton of bets, so we're going to get through these really quick. Just want to say a shout out to everybody watching. Thank you. And also as well, I want to quickly run through our profit. Next week we will get the graphic. We've got four people this week. The graphic's coming next week. So we've got 66.6 units of profit. Yes, you are hearing right. And up in front, leading the way, is the M in team, Martin, with 25.8 units of profit. Martin, what is your secret?
Well, just think what it would be if I hadn't missed last week. I'd be flying. No,
I think you're flying.
I don't know. Yeah, I think
you're flying. God, it's crazy.
I think there are a few teams that really did well for me in the first third of the season, particularly Barcelona. Had a lot of joy with Barcelona winning to 0. Had a lot of joy with betting against Benevento. Teams like Napoli did very well. Lots of Napoli to win and the overs. So not one specific strategy, really, just a few different things that seem to have paid off. Long may it continue, I hope.
You're just awesome across the board, Martin. Very nice indeed. And listen, then neck and neck in second place is Alex and Stuart. 15.3 units. Absolutely still amazing. Congratulations. And then here I am at 10.2. Still awesome. So absolutely great stuff. And listen, let's see what we've got this week. Gonna start off with going in strong and brave, Stuart. Arsenal versus Tottenham. Stuart's the only one on this bet. This match, we've spoken about it a lot this week. People are on the fence. Slightly tipping though towards Arsenal, which is interesting. Stuart, go on, kick us off.
Yes, the odds are coming down to Arsenal, which makes this less of an interesting bet for me, I have to say. I mean, it was 2.51 this morning, and now it's 2.45. So I think everybody's been listening to what I had to say when I was chatting away on the Premier League Punters show on the chat last night. I think Arsenal are going to win it. I hate to say it; it's not fun. I don't think Arsenal are going to win it. I think there is value in the Arsenal bet. Those are the important words.
Stuart, I always knew you were a closet Arsenal fan all this time.
Yeah, wash your mouth out, young man. Wash your mouth out. That is definitely. I like Arsenal when I make money from them.
Stuart. Yeah.
But the rest of the time, they can do one as far as I'm concerned. This is a good Arsenal side. There are good players in there. I mean, you got Ozil, Lacazette. They got that Sanchez bloke who's not bad. I think he'll probably end up at a good club next season when he actually moves on. But you know, it's a good Spurs team as well, so it should be a very, very good game. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in terms of the internationals, because I know Heung-min Son's been travelling a lot. Davinson Sanchez, he's been away with Colombia. Serge Aurier's been going away with the Ivory Coast. And of course, Poch does not like to play these players straight after they've come back from long journeys. So he may rest them, which actually kind of helps out Arsenal a bit. So for me, Arsenal win, and 2.45 with Pinnacle.
What is funny?
I need something to drink.
What is funny, Stuart, that Ad hoc says unconfirmed reports that Value Hunter Spurs fan Stuart was originally on Arsenal for the value, but on yesterday's chat said things Spurs will win. In fact,
I'm okay. Look, I've got my bet on. I got my bet on at 2.51 this morning. If we lose, then Spurs, if Spurs lose, I say we. If Spurs lose, I make some money. If Spurs win, Screw the money. I'm happy. We've just beaten Arsenal in the North London derby. I'm okay. I'm all right with it. Either way.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation. Martin, you're not taking that bet, I noticed. I asked you at the beginning of the week, what are you going for? You were hoping for a draw. It seems like the tides have shifted looking at the chat today. We've got Owen, Tottenham draw, no bet. Lock. There we go. But what are you going for? I know it's not an official bet. Are you playing this match?
Oh, there's only one team in North London. It's got to be Arsenal, all the way. I would love it if Arsenal did win. My worry as an Arsenal fan is that Arsenal will be overrun in midfield. Granit Xhaka and Aaron Ramsey are both very lightweight. Neither is particularly disciplined, neither screens the defence well, neither stays back, and neither can tackle. So Spurs have got some big, strong central midfielders like Dyer, Wanyama, Dembele. My only worry would be that they'd be overrun there. They're going to have to work really hard to keep Christian Eriksen quiet because he's on fire. Harry Kane has a real habit of scoring against Arsenal. So, like Stuart says, a lot of it depends on which team Tottenham put out. Arsenal can capitalise if they field a weakened team. And I mean, going forwards, Arsenal have a front three if they all play Ozil, Sanchez, Lacazette to destroy anyone on their day. So we're always in with a chance. I live in hope, but not confident enough to bet on it.
Yeah, Delo 4
Dyer's
says
going to be starting at the back.
Huh?
Dyer's going to be starting at the back because Alderweireld's injured. So there's no way that Dyer can play in midfield on this one. But that still gives, I think Wanyama's actually fit for this one, surprise. Dembele, surprise player of the season, Harry Winks, looking fantastic. This is a team that can go and cause some trouble. And I'm talking myself into a Spurs bet when I really should. Arsenal to win, but Spurs, I can't do it.
Quick thing here, we got Ad Hoc says, what about the ref? What is that? That's sort of been a topic this week as well, hasn't it? The ref that will.
Yeah.
Well, Tottenham will have 12 players on the pitch because the ref hates Arsenal.
No, not he hates Arsenal. I think that he's a Tottenham fan.
No, he's not. No.
We would never suggest on a professional program that a ref is going to be biased or corrupt. Never.
All right, listen, let's move on now. Bournemouth versus Huddersfield. I'm on this match. Bournemouth are the favourites here, 1.91, but I'm surprised there. Huddersfield, I think they're a surprise team this season. When we talked, I think was it Big Man going for the Huddersfield win? I'm not that confident to go for the Huddersfield win, but I do like them, Huddersfield and the draw double chance there, 1.95. Flash also went for that bet on the Premier League Punters show. Make sure to catch it if you didn't. The clips are over on Bookmakers Review, also a YouTube channel where we do the clips. So I'm going Huddersfield and the draw 1.95. I also liked the under 2.5 goals, 1.73. Just 3 goals apiece. Bournemouth 3 at home, Huddersfield away. Very possible of a 1-1 draw, but it's Huddersfield and the draw for me, 1.95. Next, we've also got Burnley versus Swansea. Burnley 2.1. You were going for the Burnley win on the Premier League Punters, Alex, weren't you? But you're not making this a best bet here.
No, I was going with Burnley to win, but it's not on my top tips for the best bet show.
Yeah, up in 7th, Burnley, another surprise team of the season. They were fighting relegation last season. Swans are fighting relegation now. They're in 17th, just 7 goals scored at home. Burnley 2.1, doubling your money. I definitely think there's some value there. I think it's going to be a tight match as well. All right. Next, we have an interesting Alex, myself, and Stuart all on this match. Crystal Palace versus Everton. Stuart is one of your crazies coming from this match. You have warned us before recording. You had quite a few crazies under your belt. Is this one?
There's a few things that are 2.3 and above, and this is what I think you could probably get 2.3 and above on anything in this game. No one really fancies Everton. No one really fancies Crystal Palace, and no one really fancies a draw. So now, whatever way you want to go, there's decent odds. I think Crystal Palace will win this one, and there's value here as well. They've got a fairly good record against Everton, and I think they can go out and do it. Everton still without a manager, still missing some players who could actually finish them off, people like Balassi, and they badly need a number 9. They're in real trouble if they don't sort someone out in January.
All right, so you're going for the Crystal Palace win. Do you know, It seems a lot of people sort of telling me, warning me against the Everton win. I just think against Watford they are managerless, but sometimes that actually helps a team. And 3-2 against Watford. I think against Crystal Palace, a team bottom of the league, just one win. I think that Everton can do it. So I'm going to go for the Everton win. I also like Everton double chance as well, but Everton away win. Why? I'm up in profit. This is going to be my gamble of the week, but I do have people on the chat warning me against it, but I'm just going to go for it. Away win at 3. Why not? Which one are we on now? Oh, here we go. Oh no, Alex, Crystal Palace versus Everton. What do you like?
Yeah, as I said yesterday, also I see goals in this match. Despite Crystal Palace netting only 4 goals till now in Premier League, so not the bottom, only the bottom in the Premier League. Also the worst attack in the Premier League with just 4 goals. I see over 2 goals on the Asian handicap at 1.72. I think that at least we will see it's a void, but at least 2 goals for sure we will see it, because both teams desperately need a win. And about the manager, I think that Marco Silva will come after all at Everton. Maybe in 1 week, maybe in 2 weeks. So they will be with manager in very little time. But for this match, at least 2 goals, and I think that we will be free for a win tip.
All right, going in safe there. We've got Leicester City versus Man City, another big match, potential high scorer. Martin, first bet of the day. What are you going for?
Yeah, I do like the look of this one. Man City, as we all know, are in rampant goal-scoring form. Always difficult coming off the back of an international break to know where the team's momentum will be derailed. So it is a bit difficult. But looking at these two teams, Leicester aren't the sort of team that sits back and soaks up pressure. They'll always come and have a go. They'll commit men forward. They'll take risks. I think they could get on the score sheet here. I fancy Man City to win, but I think we'll see a few goals in this one. So I'm going Man City and over 2.5 goals at 1.75.
Very nice indeed, Martin. That was my bet as well, Premier League punters. Alex, go on, over to you.
That was my bet and my banker of the Premier League punters yesterday. 1.8, I found it. Hopefully it didn't change from yesterday till today. Like that, I have it down, noted. Yeah, I don't think that Manchester City, first of all, are the only team that won all their road matches in Premier League, and I think that they will continue to do it. Leicester will play their defense and strike on the break if they can do it, but maybe they will net a goal also against City. But I think that the scoring machine, City scoring machine, huge attacking firepower, will say the word once again, and they will win this one in style. I think that I don't expect something from Leicester, but I'm expecting everything from City. I think that they can score on their own 3 goals and to cover that market.
Yeah, my bet as well. Like I said, Premier League punters, and then also ad hoc here, City Leicester over 2.5 goals consensus as well. Certainly expect a high scoring affair when City play. Okay, next we have Liverpool versus Southampton. This is me. Liverpool, 3rd highest scorers in the league. I am expecting goals from their side. Let me pull it up. I like Liverpool in the over 1.5 goals. I think it's good value there, 1.62, and Liverpool and the over 2.5 goals, 2.05. They do concede. Saints are though a bit hit or miss. They are low scorers. So for safety wise, I'm going to go for Liverpool and the over 1.5 goals, because I definitely think Liverpool at home can score 2 goals by themselves. So that's my bet. Next, we have Manchester United versus Newcastle. Myself, of course, and Alex are on this match. Alex, go on, start us off.
Yeah, like yesterday, I will have the same bet. Manchester United to win halftime, full-time, 1.83. I think that they should win it. They should really cover also the minus 1.5 Asian handicap, if not more than that. I don't think that Newcastle will find the back of the net in this one. So if you are going to play also Manchester United to win 2-0, I think that it's also a good opportunity to play that one. But I'm sticking with my bet Manchester United halftime, full-time 1.83.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you said that, Alex, because that's mine. Manchester United win to 0, 1.83 against a team who haven't conceded at home yet, a strong home team, and playing against Newcastle, who find it hard to score both home and away, certainly on the road. I wonder, Dalo 4, actually, he's a Newcastle fan. What are you going for in that match? Okay, next, what do we have? Manchester United. We've got Watford versus West Ham. Interesting. Martin, what do you like here?
This is a crucial game for both teams, I would argue, especially David Moyes. It's a really good chance for him to win over the West Ham fans, who weren't exactly thrilled with his appointment. Watford, meanwhile, are on a 3-game losing streak, coincided with Troy Deeney's suspension. So they've really been struggling too. It's a good time for West Ham to be facing Watford, but I'm going to stay away from the outrights here and go for both teams to score at 1.78. Because I just think we're going to see an open game. Both teams are really going to be going for the win. I think someone like Hernandez could get on the score sheet for West Ham. And West Ham are pretty dreadful at the back, and Watford have some dangerous forwards too, like Richarlison. So, yeah, I think we'll see both teams scoring here.
All right, well, let's see if Stu agrees. I know he probably won't like your odds on that one, not high enough for our Stuart. But are you seeing both teams scoring in this match? What are you going for?
Yeah, I can see it happening. I mean, Hernandez got injured recently, didn't he? Maybe talk of him being out. I'm just going for the straight Watford winning this one. I think they've got a pretty good chance. I really like them as a side. I think it would be a shame if Marcus Silva left. He's already jumped ship once from a club that, he was doing quite well at, even though they got relegated. And to jump ship now for a side that seems to be building well and could maybe get a European spot for Everton, who got a long, hard season ahead of them, I think that would be really tough. So I'm going for a Watford win. I'm not sure this is a crazy at 2.14 with Pinnacle, but it's slightly unhinged. Let's put it that way.
It's unhinged. Okay, so Stuart go for that Watford win. Both teams to scores. Martin's bet, and then we've got Brighton versus Stoke playing on Monday. Again, Stuart and Martin are on this match. Stuart, I'll start with you this time.
On this one, I'm going for a Stoke win, which is probably not a popular one. I mean, they've been pretty bad this season at times, but I think they've got the components of a good side. And if everything comes together, they'll win this one, and they should win this one quite easily. The only problem on that is I've been saying that for about 5 weeks now, and they don't seem to have managed it yet. But Stoke, 3.35 with Pinnacle, there's value there, and that's what I'm following.
Yeah. Okay, and just Dale 4, he replied, he goes, we won't score and we won't get blown away. Rafa is a defensive genius and we will just defend from minute 1. So 2-0 Man United, so that brings in there that Man United wins 0, so Man United minus 1.5, 1.91. Hope you're right, Dale. I've got those 2 bets on the match, so
1-0 half-time, 2-0 full-time, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hope that we're all good. We're all good. Okay. Next, we move over to Ligue 1, which is Stuart now to take the reins with his fantastic pronunciation.
Oh, Natalie, if you did want my bet on that one, it's under 2.5 goals. Sorry.
No, I'm all right, Martin. No. Go on, if you must.
No, just as you are. Don't worry about me here in the bottom right-hand corner.
I was still getting carried away when Dalo 4 made his prediction and meant my bet might come through. Go on.
Under 2.5 goals in this game. Brighton keep things very, very tight at the back. I think maybe you could argue that, that they're defensive geniuses too. Don't really take many risks. Don't commit many men forward. 5 of their last 6 games have seen under 2.5 goals. And as the home team, I think they'll dictate the pace and tempo in this one. And I think we'll see quite a dull match under 2.5 goals.
Yeah, do you know, I'm with you on this one, and I went head to head with Flash. Flash was like, no, this is going to be an overs, I was like, nah. All right, so let's hope that we're right and Flash is wrong, so I can do the victory dance next day. He went for overs, yeah. Yeah, no.
All right, under.
Pardon?
And so let's see how that one goes. All right.
What?
Don't do that, Stuart. Don't do that.
It's got a sound betting strategy, but it could be a bit of fun for a little while.
Okay,
So
Stuart.
So Stuart is saying
All
for
right,
what
moving on to
flash
Liga.
to go the other way around.
He's going to go with
Moving
the
on to Liga.
overs.
Games. Okay, wait.
Stuart just wants to do more losing videos that he did. We have to pull those back up again with his Macarena videos and stuff like that.
Dressed up and everything as well for that
I
one.
know.
Are we ready for Liga, everybody?
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, right, so first one we're looking at is Amiens against Monaco. And the only person who's on this one is Natalie. What have you got for us?
Yes, I am on this one. Amiens versus Monaco. I would have said it that way, Amiens. So, yeah, Monaco out of the running. Obviously, Champions League, their focus is now on Ligue 1. They're 4 points below PSG. Whether they'll be able to catch that up ever, I don't know. But I certainly reckon they'll try on the road here against Amiens, who's just 1 point above the red zone. Monaco -1, 1.88. I think it's tremendous value. They average about 2 goals a game. And the last 3 league matches, they won 0. So Monaco -1, 1.88 is my bet.
Thank you very much. We're moving on now to Toulouse against Metz. And Alex is on this one. So, Alex, what you got for us?
I don't believe the odds for Toulouse to win this match. I really don't believe the odds. Metz, 12 matches, 1 win, 11 defeats. Toulouse at home, they are a big force from my point of view. Doesn't matter whom they play against. So Metz, Toulouse to be priced at 1.72 against Metz is a gift from the bookies before Christmas. One of the best gifts from me, from my point of view, this weekend. Take Toulouse now because the odds are dropping. 1.72, I found the best odds right now on the market. Metz will be relegated. 3 points only. What to say more? 1.72 is enough. Go play it right now. Lock it in.
Yeah.
You're making that sound very much like it's your banker, I have to say, the way you're talking about it.
No. It's
not
part of my
quite.
double.
It's
close.
my bank.
The gift from the betting
I bet it
gods.
is.
Yeah.
Nat, are you also on Toulouse? Or do you
I
think they
am,
could
and
lose?
I agree with Alex. Do you know actually what happened? How I found this bet, because I was looking. Alex had put his bets on the sheet. We've got for those watching, we just put a yes against all the matches, so we don't say what our bet is. But I was like, oh, Alex is on that match. Let me have a look. And then I saw like the Toulouse straight win. I'm like, no way. So hence I got it 1.75. I tell you what though, for those value hunters, Stuart, Toulouse win to 0, 2.75 also looks incredible. Metz have only scored 2 goals over 6 matches on the road there. Toulouse have conceded 3 against 6 matches. I think it's going to be very hard for Metz to score, but I'm not a greedy person. I'm just going to go for my Toulouse straight win, 1.75, but I'm very tempted on Toulouse to win to 0 as well.
All right, nice
That's
to
my
see
bet.
we've been joined by K9 Devius for this evening. Been a while since we've seen him on the chat, so if anybody has any questions, please feel free to chuck them in there. And of course, give us a thumbs up. I know Dale O'For's been giving us the running total through the evening, and we're not even at 50% yet. So going
Good job,
Stuart,
Adho.
I think he's devious.
Ad hoc.
He's devious. He's not devious. He's devious.
Okay,
he's
K9 Devious. There we go. Devious.
I was
Love
going to
it.
say, is Stuart drinking rosé? Are you drinking rosé, Stuart?
Absolutely not. I don't drink rosé. I'm a beer man. Grolsch.
Stuart, how often do you
Right.
drink beer? Do you drink beer a week during this show? Or do you drink a lot of beer
Yes.
throughout the week?
Beer. No, I have 1 beer. You couldn't tell by looking at my belly, but I drink about 1 beer a week. It's, I wish.
I'm
I
honoured.
He
had.
saves it for special
Honoured to get
occasion.
to share it. It's an honour.
Yeah,
It's an
absolutely.
honour.
Drink among friends. I mean, you guys might be thousands of miles away, but always share a drink among friends, people. Drink socially.
Actually,
And
question over to
responsibly,
you,
like
Martin. How much do you drink a week, Martin? Probably quite a
I'd
bit.
say I probably
Or do you spit?
I spit at some of the major tastings when it's encouraged, but I try to spit as little as possible and just to swallow. Probably about a lot, quite a fair bit. Probably about 5 bottles of wine and a few whiskies, and I don't know.
I'd like to have a drinking
I wouldn't like
competition with you.
Wouldn't like
You'd
to
probably
put a
drink us
number on
all
it.
under the table.
Probably.
Probably.
I'm a professional, so I'm supposed to.
Hazards of the trade, I'm sure. All right, moving on to the
Awesome.
last game that we've got in Liga this week, and it is Lyon against Montpellier. And Natalie, you are the only one on this. What have you got for us?
I am. And do you know what? I did notice that the Ligue 1 was looking a little bit empty. And I thought, oh, we can't just let Stuart just announce one match. I was like, I'm going to take some bets from this league. I can't pronounce the names. I can actually say Montpellier. Lyon versus Montpellier. I can say this one. I think it's a nice price, actually. Lyon for an ACCA at home. Last 4 matches are 1-0, including their Europa League match to Everton. And they are scoring machines. 17 goals over 6 matches. Their home matches 2.8 per match, and they do concede. They have conceded. I like Lyon -1, 1.62. I also like Lyon and the over 2.5 goals too. I think there's great value on that match. I'm surprised you guys didn't pick that one up.
I'd say I was looking at Lyon, but the odds weren't quite there for me. I have to say, a bit too low. But they are a fantastic side.
I'm looking at the.
They are a great side. Yeah.
Plenty of.
Yeah, I think plenty of goals. So
almost,
there we go.
I mean, they're scoring loads and loads of goals this season. It's almost as if their ability to score goals wasn't just relying on a certain Lacazette. So, maybe they picked up without him and carried on. Dale 4 earlier said, I think Alex is the secret drinker. European people love their spirits. I just have to say, who says it's a secret?
You made it. Yeah, that's true. There's no secret about that.
To tell you the truth, after the show, I'm going to get drunk. It's that time of the week. I finished with everything, all my work. I said to my wife, keep the child. Anyway, she's doing it every evening, so I'm going to get drunk. Once per week, I'm going to get drunk. Before I had a baby, I was going more, but right now the situation is different. I have more responsibilities.
That's
very
good. Just one night a week drunk. That's good.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Natalie?
I know what, but I'm breastfeeding, aren't I? So I still have to wait. It's like I've got my non-alcoholic, although I have had the odd glass of wine, I have to say. I've snuck one in, but yeah, still can't quite get drunk yet. I might save it for Christmas and go all out. That's the plan. But I do like to drink, I tell you. So I'm looking forward to getting back to my drinking ways.
All right. Well, talking about back to you, Natalie, for the Bundesliga.
Back to me. All right, Bundesliga. We have Stuart. Back to you. Stuttgart versus Borussia Dortmund. Take it on. Take it away.
To you, something like that. I really like Borussia Dortmund for this one. Stuttgart are not a side who's been doing brilliantly. They're not 12th in the table at the moment. Borussia Dortmund, they've shown they can be a very good attacking side. I think a lot of people have been talking about the spirit in the Borussia Dortmund squad. No one really wants their manager to go. They've got good thoughts about him, and they need to win games, and they need to win games like this. So 1.78 with Pinnacle, and those odds have gone up since this morning. It was around 1.65 earlier, I think, this morning, and it's gone up nicely. I'm very happy with it. So 1.78.
Yeah, why sometimes it's nerving when they go up. It's like something is known that we don't know that is forcing those odds up.
I think people have been looking at Borussia Dortmund's recent form, and they go, yeah, this one ain't going to be one. But hey, I'm okay with it as long as I get even more value. This was a value bet before it went up, so now it's getting even better. It's even getting into banker territory.
Wow.
Alex, I'm just reading your comments. Take out 2 rings. What the fuck? That's like, yeah, I know. Weird people, isn't it? Sometimes, like, why would somebody write that on the comment? Like, okay, like weird people, Sulav. Anyway, okay.
Sulab, I think you're on the wrong forum, mate. This isn't Tinder.
Okay, Bayer Leverkusen versus Leipzig. I was looking at this match. Alex, are you going for the Alex Classic on this one?
No, I'm going with the over 3 goals on the Asian handicap, which comes around 1.92. I think that the Alex Classic can can be a trick also in this one. But Leverkusen are incredible this season. Also at home, they have scored at least 2 goals in the last 6 matches. Leipzig, we know that they are sitting second in the standings. They are such an amazing team. Also finished second last year, and I think that they will continue like that. They will fight with Dortmund till the end of the season, whom to finish in second place. So we see. I think that we'll see a goal fest. At least 3 goals for a void, 4 goals for a win. But I think that we'll see at least 4 goals, 1.92 there, over 3 goals on the Asian handicap.
All right, Alex expecting a goal fest. Now we've got 4 bets, all going to come from Stuart now. So we're going to kick off the first one. Hoffenheim versus Eintracht Frankfurt. What do you like here?
On this one, Hoffenheim 2.2 with Pinnacle, decent value. Move on. I was told to keep it short and sweet. Let's do it. Come on, let's go. Come on.
Mainz versus Cologne. Go on. Bum ba bum.
FC Köln 3.79 with Bet365. Those odds have gone up since this morning. So what was a reasonable bet this morning has become even better.
All right, so Stuart continuing with his craze. We've got Wolfsburg versus Freiburg.
Not so crazy. 1.65 for a Wolfsburg win. Freiburg been struggling at times this season. And although I've made some good money betting against Wolfsburg, I'm hoping they'll make me some money this week as I back them. 1.65 with Pinnacle.
Possibly the lowest odds you have ever quoted, Stuart.
Not quite the lowest.
No, he went also 1.4 it was.
It was like a 1.4. Yeah, it's a 1.4 earlier in this, like last season, I think.
Natalie, I think that you have the power to kick Sulav out of this video. Because, I think that you have the power.
He's laughing like an absolute nutter. What the hell's going on there?
All right.
What are you smoking, Sulav?
He's still trying to find Pornhub.
Right, Sulav, I think you're looking for Pornhub. Okay. If he says if you say one more bad thing, Sulav, I'm afraid you're going to have to go. Is your name Natalie? Yes, it is. That is my name.
Well done, somebody.
Okay. Next one is Hertha Berlin versus Mönchengladbach. Stuart.
Oh, I love watching Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think they're a great side. They generally have a very nicely balanced midfield. They play really good football. And I'm going to enjoy watching them and backing them this weekend. 2.5 with Pinnacle. Lovely.
Awesome. All right, Sulav has left the building. SBR has booted them off. The power from above.
Bye, Sulav. Thanks. It was nice chatting to you.
Good luck in wherever you're going. Okay.
Girlfriend.
Have fun at Pornhub.
All right. Next, we've got Serie A. We have got Napoli versus AC Milan. Alex, I know you are a fan of Serie A betting this season, so kick off Serie A for us.
Absolutely. I think that not only me, I think that also Martin has the same thought here. Serie A was one of the best and most profitable leagues this season, at least. They're playing another football. You are not bored when you're watching their matches anymore, how you were last years when they were playing their Catenaccio defensive style. Napoli was not that kind of team, never were that kind of team. I'm going AC Milan right now are really poor, and I think that Vincenzo Montella, with the loss, with the defeat in this match, will get sacked, and Napoli will help him to do that. Napoli to win and over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.85.
All right, nice one. Then we've got Benevento versus Sassuolo. No, guess who's on this match? Martin.
What could this be?
Well, I'm not going to stop Benevento now, am I? This is, to be fair, this is probably Benevento's best chance of getting a win all season. Wow. Sassuolo are on a 3-game losing streak, but they have been playing against teams like Napoli and AC Milan. They're not a bad side, Sassuolo. I don't think they'll get relegated. I think they'll finish in the bottom half of the table, but Benevento are an absolutely dreadful side, and they're the only team left in all the top leagues in Europe without a single point this season. And I have to keep opposing them until they finally prove me wrong. I can get 2.16 on a Sassuolo away win here, and that looks very good value to me.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. Interesting there. Yeah. Wow. Next we
Sassuolo
have...
played amazing. Sassuolo played amazing against AC Milan. They created a lot of
And lost.
opportunities. But I think that, because we predicted that. This is why they lost. We predicted AC Milan to win. Stuart, AC Milan won.
Yeah, you might
last
have.
week.
You might have. Yeah, I was on Sassuolo. All right.
Okay, Stuart.
They're a good side. They
think
play
that
some good football. It's just a case of can't score,
I
won't score
think
this
that-
season.
I think that this week they will win. Maybe you wanna back them this week.
All right, interesting now. We've got Sampdoria versus Juventus. Three of us on this match. Martin is not. We do have Delo Forgo. Juventus win and both teams to score is a great bet this week in Serie A. I really agree. Going to start with you, Stuart. What do you like in this match? Have you found a crazy?
I'm not really crazy. 1.6 for Juventus win, but I have to say that Juventus win and both teams to score is really quite attractive because Sampdoria are a very good side and this should be a really good match. Don't know how much longer they're going to be able to keep hold of their manager though, because he'll probably get poached at some point.
Yeah. Are you? So what do you? You're going to go? You're going for the straight Juventus win?
Straight Juve win. That's all I need from this one.
Yeah, I was a little bit worried about Sampdoria at home, to be honest with you. I'm staying away from the winners market, but 1.6, not bad if you think Juventus can win. Alex, what do you like in this match?
Juve to win and over 2.5 at 2.38. I think that Sampdoria will contribute on the scoreboard. They are a really good team, exactly like Stuart specified. You can play also, someone mentioned earlier, I think that it was Dalo, for Juventus to win and both teams to score. But for safety, maybe you will not see a goal from Sampdoria. Juventus to win and over 2.5 at 2.38.
Yeah, I think we will see a goal from Sampdoria. I'm on this match. Both teams to score 1.8, over 2.5 goals, 1.75. If you want to stick it together for the combo bet, 2.2. But I'm actually hedging my bets on that one and playing them both separately. Both teams to score 1.8 and over 2.5. Just in case, I'm a little bit nervous. I think that Sampdoria will score, but that's how I'm playing it. But looks like we're all on the same wavelength here, singing from the same sheet, as they say. So it's going to be an interesting match. I'm excited about that one. Finally, we have got Torino versus Chievo Verona. Alex.
Yes, like Ad hoc is mentioning, not even Alex goes below 1.7 and Stuart does. So I found.
I'm happy to go below when there's value.
I found another good bet with the over 1.7 limit. So I have Torino versus Chievo over 2.5 goals at 1.75.
All right.
I see we've K9 Devious asking us about the Rome derby. Anybody got any thoughts on the Rome derby?
Yeah,
it's very fiercely game. I think
written all over it.
Yeah, Alex, go on. What do you say about that one? Roma versus Lazio.
I think that it has the Alex Classic written all over it, but not to be disappointed and to see a 0-0 like it happened with, for example, Napoli versus Inter, when both teams were trying to find the back of the net. Inter defended all match long, and we thought that we'll see at least 3 goals in the match. It might happen the same. I don't think so, because I don't know, these two teams seem like they are in a goal fest every time they meet each other. So Alex Classic for me in that one, it's but be careful of the stake. So if you like to enjoy a match with Stewart's beer there without betting on it, I think that this is the right match to do that.
Yeah, enjoy it with a beer in hand. Yeah, what about you guys? Obviously, neither of you chose that one as your best bet. Do you have at least a lean for the match?
I think Roma are looking good this season. Lazio maybe not as good as they did last season. I think they were actually really interesting last time out, but this season I think that mantle's been taken over by Sampdoria. For me, I think Roma have got the better side. They're still struggling to get those goals a bit occasionally.
Yeah.
I personally think Lazio are fantastic this season. They've won 9 out of 11 games, but so have Roma. These are two of the most exciting teams around at the moment for me, and I just can't separate them, so I'm staying out of it.
All right. So yeah, Common says staying away from that one, but it's certainly going to be one to watch. Finally, we have got Inter Milan versus Atalanta, and that's Martin.
Yeah, I have odds of 1.8 on Inter to win this one at home. I think they've since drifted down to about 1.77, but still value, I would suggest. Inter have been even better than Roma and Lazio this season. They've been in fantastic form. They're still unbeaten. They've won 9 and drawn 3 out of their 12 games. Just really, really difficult to play against, really excelling all over the pitch. Atalanta have been resurgent of late, but away from home, I don't think they're going to get anything from this game, and those odds look very attractive to me. So I'm going for the home win.
Just I wanted to add something else here. You can clearly see that Atalanta cannot perform at their highest level in two big competition. They are also in Europa League doing a fantastic job there. And I think that if they were not there, the results in Serie A would be better. But I'm on the same page with Martin, and I think that Inter should do the job here.
Yeah, Atalanta also lost their best player over the summer with Frank Kessie moving, so it was big for them.
Yeah, very true. Okay, final Serie A match is Hellas Verona versus Bologna, and Stuart, on this match, what have you got for us? I'm
on Hellas Verona to win this one. They are almost the worst. I mean, if you ignore Benevento, then they're the worst side in the league. But I think Hellas Verona can actually just tip the form book over a little bit here. 3.02 with Pinnacle. I think that one does go down as crazy.
There is craziness in that one for sure, Stuart. Okay.
Just wait till next
finally,
one.
We have. Oh, really? Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Finally, La Liga. And we've got Leganes versus Barcelona. And Martin, we'll start with you.
I'm going for Barcelona to win to 0 on this one. Barcelona been fantastic away from home this season. Unbeaten still. They've won 10, drawn 1 out of 11 games, flying high at the top of the table. And it really has, unlike the Barcelona that we're used to, been built on defensive solidity. They've only conceded 4 goals in 11 games, which is not really what we're used to seeing from Barcelona. They're always very, very good going forwards. But I think since they lost Neymar, they've changed the way they play a little bit, and they've become a lot harder to break down. So I fancy them to go to Leganes and get another very comfortable victory here. I'm just looking, Leganes have only scored 3 goals in 5 home games. So that isn't exactly the sort of form to strike fear into Barcelona hearts. I think Barcelona can win this one quite comfortably. An odds of 2.2 on Barcelona to win to 0 looks great. I think I might have that as my banker.
Very nice, Martin. I like that bet a lot, actually. Barcelona went to 0, and great odds there, 2.2. Alex, you're also on this match here. Have you got a similar bet to Martin? What are you looking at?
No, I'm letting the pleasure for Barcelona to win to 0 all season long to Martin. I cannot touch that tip. I cannot. Okay, I'm with Barcelona. Barcelona minus 1.5 on the Asian handicap. Which is also my banker, 1.95 there. I think that Leganes, decent team. Let's say that they are a really good defending team, but also they have really huge problems in finding the back of the net. I think that Barcelona has everything, all the weapons to cover the minus 1.5 Asian handicap. Even more than that, I will play also the minus 2.5 on my own. Like that, it comes around 4 point something, but top tip minus 1.5, 1.95.
Very nice as well. And you know what? It does sort of coincide with that win to 0 there. So we're looking, if you think that Leganes won't score, very nice bet, both of those actually. Sevilla versus Celta Vigo. Martin, you got quite a few bets here for La Liga, Martin. So Sevilla versus Celta Vigo.
Getting into La Liga this week, I have been really enjoying betting on Serie A, but I think a lot of the big teams are up against one another this weekend, which makes it quite difficult. But found more value for me over in Spain, and I like Sevilla to pull off a home win in this one. They have been a bit hit and miss this season. Form hasn't been quite what I would have expected. They suffered a big defeat in the Champions League in Russia. Saying that, they're in very good form at the moment. They've really sort of turned things around. I think they can pull off a victory here. So I'm going for 1.83 on the home win. yeah, they've been good in front of their home fans so far, and I think they're the better team, and they'll prove it here.
Yeah, and again, Ad Hoc keeping us up to date with the number of watchers and likes. We're at 47 now and 26 likes. Give us a thumbs up if you like what we're doing. That's great. Okay, Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. What a match, Martin. Go on, what have you got?
Can't wait for this game. Real Madrid desperately need
Yeah.
a win. They are falling well behind Barcelona in the title race, and as we've just said, we all think that Barcelona are going to get another 3 points at the weekend. So the onus is going to be on both of these teams to try and keep pace with Lionel Messi and co. They're level on points, and unfortunately for Real Madrid, Diego Simeone has made Atletico very, very difficult to play against once again this season. They're unbeaten still in the league this season. Haven't been very good in the Champions League. They lost to Chelsea, but that is their only defeat all season. They've played 11, won 6 and drawn 5. They're very, very difficult to score against. They're just very, very difficult to beat. So I'm going for the draw in this game, 3.68. I think that looks fantastic value. Recent head-to-heads between these sides are quite even. And Atletico have a real habit of getting results against the top teams in Spain. So I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Now, Alex, you're not on this match, but you did write an article for us over at Bookmakers Review, our sister site, and I know you covered it was the top matches in La Liga and Serie A, one of them being Atletico Madrid versus Real Madrid. Now, it's not your best bet. What did you have to say about this match, and have you got any leans?
Yeah, I think that under 2.5 makes a really good option here. I think that we will not see a lot of goals. Real Madrid are struggling to find the back of the net this season. They have a really poor season. Ronaldo, the worst conversion rate this season. While I will say it till he will start to score. So he still has the lowest conversion rate till now. Diego Simeone will continue to organize his defense in the best way possible, and maybe to find the back of the net. But 0-0-1-1, there we are here. I think that the draw is absolutely huge value, but I think that the under 2.5 looks amazing also.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you've got to worry about Cristiano Ronaldo. I mean, he's just a 14-season wonder, isn't he, really?
And we've got also what was Martin's bet? Yeah, Martin, sorry, what was your bet again for that match?
Draw. I'm going for the draw, 3.68. I think that's very good value there. These teams are pretty evenly matched at present, and I think Real Madrid will find it difficult to win this one.
Yeah. Okay. Espanyol versus Valencia, Alex.
Yeah, I'll continue with Valencia till I will lose one of my tips. I'm with them from the start of the season till now. Really good odds. I think that they will have a really tough match. It will not be a walk in the park for them like they did in the last matches. At 2.2 an away win here, Espanyol will make it really tough for them. But I'm confident they will win 1-0, 2-1 maximum. I see them to follow Barcelona and to secure their second spot in the standings.
All right, and we've got 9 devious with like a flex muscle here saying draw, yes, yay, Martin. So obviously he's with you on that one with the draw.
Brilliant.
And then we have got Martin, you're on as well. This match, Espanyol versus Valencia.
Yeah, I'm with Alex there. I'm riding this Valencia train until it eventually runs out of steam. They've been the real surprise package in Spain so far this season. I've been very, very impressed. And yeah, Espanyol, one of those sort of middle-of-the-road teams in Spain that are always there or thereabouts, but they always get thrashed every time they play Barcelona. And, Valencia have been the second-best team in Spain so far this season. I think they've got a really good chance of extending that run here away from home. I actually got odds of 2.38 on this earlier, which I thought looked very, very good.
Let me change that.
Let me change second in the table, 2.38. So that sort of value hard to argue with, really, on a team that's playing so well.
Yeah. Well, listen, Martin is up 25 units of profit there. He's leading us on the best bets. And I tell you, shop around for your odds, get the best bang for your buck, which always helps. We do have a product, SBR, sbrodds.com if you guys want to check it out. And finally, Eibar versus Real Betis. And that is Stuart from Tipster HQ. What have you got?
Yeah, I think you skipped one as well. There was one before.
Did you? Oh, Malaga versus Deportivo La Coruña. Yes, I did. So, Stuart, you've got two. Last two bets. All right, go on. Start with Deportivo La Coruña.
Last two crazy bets. Bets. Come on, Stuart.
Yeah, the last two. We're going to rack up the crazies here.
Really?
Probably not too hard to guess. Yeah, two crazies, one after the other. Malaga against Deportivo La Coruña. Deportivo La Coruña, 3.29 with Bet365. Throw that form book out the window. They're going to get a win here. They've actually done pretty well at these kind of odds in the past, and I think this one may just be another one of those. So I'm happy with that. 3.29 Bet365, and not quite so crazy, but Real Betis in 8th place to beat 17th place Eibar, 3.1 with Bet365. I know they're away from home, but wow, what a set of odds that is for a side that's doing generally better. I'm very happy with that.
Yeah. How confident are you with catching up with Martin this week? Do you think you can do it?
I think Martin needs to lose a few for me to catch him this week. So, yeah, may not happen.
Is in with a chance of crazy spins because you get so many high odds bets. So, it only takes 1 week to shoot up a great profit. We'll see.
If I have a good win,
the most important thing, guys, is that at the end, we are on profit and we are gathering there the profit after profit. And at the end of the season, we will pass 500.
Wow, yeah, that would be something. Listen, one way to boost, obviously, our bets. We do a banker where we put 2 units profits. People often ask us how much do we place for the bet stats. We do 1 unit for a normal bet and then 2 units for our bankers. And then obviously we've got our accumulator bets as well. So let's start off with Martin, the M team. What are you going for?
Yeah, I talked myself into going for that Barcelona win to 0 at 2.2. I'll have that as my banker. And I think I'd like to put them in a double with Sevilla. Sevilla have been very good at home, haven't lost at home all season. I think they can get another win there.
Okay. And Alex, what are you going for?
From the same match, I have my banker, Barcelona with minus 1.5 at 1.95. And for my double, I'm going with 2 lose. And with Juventus, to both of them to win.
All right, Stuart, what have you got for us?
There's a smile on your face as you say my name. What are you expecting?
I don't know. I was wondering what you're putting in your accumulator bets.
Okay, so for my banker, I'm going for Borussia Mönchengladbach. I really like them in this one. 2.5 for Pinnacle. And to put them in a double as well, I'm going to double them up with Watford, who I think are going to win against West Ham. West Ham, very poor side, lacking in any kind of real strength. And a manager, I think, is on a fairly long, slow downward slide. So, yeah, Borussia Mönchengladbach and Watford in the double.
Okay. My double, sticking in England, Liverpool and Manchester United. And for my banker, love the Toulouse win. Totally agree with Alex. Their gift from the gods, the betting gods. So those are my bets. That wraps up the show, guys, as we head into the weekend. We've got an exciting weekend of football. Great to see all 4 faces back on screen, which is lovely. And so best of luck with your bets. Everybody watching, thank you so much. Thank you for the comments. And hope to see you around next week. Next week, we've got Champions League. We've got Europa League. It is an action-packed week ahead, so stay tuned. Hit subscribe and the little bell button, which notifies you when the show starts, in case you forget and want to catch us live, ask us questions, etc. So Team Bankroll, thank you, and I'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys. See you soon.